great to have you with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. This is a crucial conference matchup. He understands this will be the separator. Who will make it to Atlanta? This is the first step today. With both teams doing well in the conference so far, this will be the separator they need. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. On the move from inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama. Big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Offense with jumbo personnel. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
And it's the game-breaking speed. You see right there, he takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason good. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square. Snags it, and he's open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Throwing Reed. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Again, it's Reed. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And listen, third down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them. But there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could. Almost got to the first down marker, but now sets up a fourth down.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Reed buys a little time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Let's it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressure in the quarterback.
They're dealing with a second and long. Using his feet. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And you could tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Terry. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll start this drive on the ground with Hardy. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Simmons. Pocket breaking down. It's on target and complete. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a give to Hardy. Makes a man miss. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Simmons on the play fake. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
Good right down the boulevard. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Reed. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here comes the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Well, this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the move. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. in your opponent's territory. Now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Here's Reed to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. On the run, it's Edwards. Taking it the other way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to.
There's some room. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike Pater. He wants to change this route. On 1st down, it's Hardy again. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And you want consistency from your quarterback, man. You don't want the up and down. You don't want the roller coaster. And last week, man, you had the highs of highs. And now this week, just off. He's all over the place. He's not completing the ball at a high percentage. And you just want to find some middle ground and some consistency so this offense can find out exactly who they are and build it consistently.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throwing Reed. Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Complete downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by.
Touchdown, Aggies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
He'll bring it out. It's Carey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing Simmons. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Here's a hit. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
From the gun on third down, Simmons. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And he got it oh so close to that first down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be fourth down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. Fourth and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. It's Hardy. Here's a little room there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that's a really good job on fourth down, man. The running back knowing where he needed to get. But how about the defense? They sell out, bring all those bodies up. If you make one of those guys miss a lot of time with all those guys near the line of scrimmage, it can lead to a big play. New set of...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Here's Simmons to throw. He lets it fly. He's got it down the field. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're
caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Tiger. That's his third touchdown of the game and 19 on the season. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for room, it's Owens. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Looking deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
And that's not a surprise. But when a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that it's speeding.
Maybe a crease. Makes it past the marker. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's a reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. It'll be 3rd and long. Reed. Using his feet to buy time. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he had just enough to will that one home. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll give it to Hardy. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Simmons. He'll take the deep shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Minnesota taking on the Purdue Boilermakers. And it's the Gophers who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Terry. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And I like what the offense did right there. A lot of times on first down, you're thinking run, right? Like be aggressive, come downhill, try to take advantage of the defense. It wasn't a big play, but that will slow this defense down a little bit and just remind them they have to play those screens.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Bringing the heat. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise,
maybe some room here. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Tigers are rolling down the field. Right back to Hardy on first down. Can't get him to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
He might want another play. Throwing Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Stepping to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Missouri comes up with a first and goal. They'll run it with Hardy. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Missouri! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. Bust through behind his pad. A lot of room to the right. Quarterback gets past the marker. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had in their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Incomplete into the end zone, but I think this offense is going to get nabbed for a penalty. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It is good. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here's Simmons to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a give to Hardy. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback may change this route. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Just needs a crack to get a return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Aggies. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes soof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Terry. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll give it to Hardy. Nice move there. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. He scores for the 5th time in this game. An impressive run from the back. gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just handing the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Reed finds his man. It's Riley. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the...
Might have a chance. The 50. He's inside the 40. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. That was just an open alley for that back. I don't think he was touched once before the tackle.
So he wouldn't even been down in two-hand touch?
No. From the red zone, it's Owens. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Reed to throw. Rushes on him. Pulls it in with one hand. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, these gloves nowadays are amazing. You see this more and more. Who needs two hands? You just go up with one hand, pluck it, bring it down for the catch.
Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
That is a play the offense absolutely had to have. They're trailing, right? This is a big 3rd down, but what a great job by the QB and his target being on the same page, hooking up for that big-time play. Now they're in the red zone, and all of a sudden they got a chance to score a touchdown here and make this thing interesting.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Reed. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On the gun, on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Aggies. Middle of the end zone. He's got it. The Aggies get it right back.
Man, what a backbreaker for this defense. You do such a good job backing them up, making it 4th and goal, making it a long situation, and the offense comes through with the touchdown pass. That's just heartbreaking for this defense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Might be changing the route. Simmons. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
A run for the quarterback.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the ball.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the right. He's got it. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, first and goal, needing a touchdown and a 2 to tie. Trying to run, it's Owens. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback making checks. Hardy again. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Lined up in the gun. Here's Simmons on third. Got his man.
When I see the defense in man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. Trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Looking for room to the right, it's Hardy. Picks up the first down. It's a running room. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Tigers are back on top. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So here comes the the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. Grabbed in the middle, it's Riley. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They want to run this quarterback.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Reed. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with his target.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Working that left side now. And he's going to go out of bounds short of the line to gain.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go right back to Hardy. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Missouri wants to go fast. Might be calling a hot route. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. Texas A&M will use its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1? Yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Missouri has it ready to go with another 1st down. Here's a give to Hardy. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last 4th down.
punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Throwing Reed. Makes the grab. He gets the clock stopped, goes out of bounds with 25 ticks to go. That's a first down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Reed. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looking downfield on first down. Might be looking to run. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Reed. Gonna take a shot. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's gonna do it.